Now, all of your classes are already uploaded. All of the data for all of your classes are already uploaded. I'm just going to show you how to get on, how to fiddle with it, and then how powerful that can be for you. So I will send around the web address, but it's something called Mintclass. When you sign in, your username is just your staff code, and the first time you sign in, your password is your staff code forwards and backwards in capital letters. So for me, it would be capital SSHHSS. It asks you to change your password straight away. And no, it wouldn't let me in when I was demonstrating. Okay, when you log in, it may well ask you for some key information. That's just your date of birth. Hopefully, mine's right in there.
Is that just 6 digits?
Just 6 digits, yeah. And what that will do is it will then bring up all of your classes. So, for example, my first class today is this lovely lot of Year 11. And unlike the moment with seating plans where you've got colour coding, you've got things that you need to drag and drop everywhere, this will do it automatically and you can then press print. So for example, if I wanted to move a child because they'd annoyed me or something else, I can just move them into that place straight away and I can flip them around however I like. If I want to bring all the data up that's important, I click on the I mode at the top. It's in safe mode because I have this on my board for the kids if I've changed my seating plan. But I can click on that and actually it will bring up 6 key pieces of data. Now we can add more should we want, but at the moment it brings up 6 key pieces of data. So if I zoom in on somebody, it gives me their Key Stage 2 average point score, which is also on our registers. If you want their standard grade, you divide by 6. It brings up whether they're pupil premium or not, what grade they need in Progress 8 to be a positive number. The blue box is their current subject residual, so you can see whether they're doing well in your subject compared to everywhere else, or weaker in your subject compared to everything else. Down here, it's their average attitude to learning score. Remember, 1 is amazing, 3 is terrible, 2 somewhere in the middle. And if this box is filled in the middle, which is an empty space in a lot of them, that's if they've got an SEN status. Now, over time, we can add a lot more than that, but to start with, that's the key information we wanted on there. This means that you won't need to do the wonderful colour coding if you want to change your seating plans. It also means that your context for learning sheet needs to have less information or doesn't need quite as much information. My context for learning sheets are 2-3 pages of writing. Actually, this tells me who are my underachievers, who are my pupil premium, who are my SEN. It gives me all of that information in one hit. So when you start to change seating plans over the holidays, should that be what you're doing? Should you start to fiddle with context for learning sheets because you put your data in? Well, that can be condensed, and actually it could just be that you print this out and you write on it. Obviously, everybody in the school has classrooms set up different ways. So this is mine. So if you like, you can create your own classroom. And one of the bit I want to show you today is how to create your own template so that you can go away and fiddle. Throughout all of this, there are lessons, and what it means by lessons is if you go in, there are 12 lessons for you to become competent in using Mintclass. It's just a step-by-step guide and a little tutorial and a little activity. But the key one for me, and when Ian asked I didn't say this, you can go onto templates and you can create new. Now everything saves as you're going along. So if you click on template and then click create new, call it a name, and then you should be able to, it brings up that. So as long as your classroom fits into that somehow, then you can start to fiddle. So straight away, I can go, right, I want a seat there, by double clicking, I want a seat there, I'm going to have my class in rows. And from that, straight away, you can set your classroom up as it is. Now, powerfully, if I go back, that will automatically save itself. Powerfully, you can get it to automatically sort your seats. So another thing that Cherie and Charlotte found is actually good practice for boys is sitting in a boy-girl seating plan. So if you wanted to, you could pick your class, and I need to pick a class where it doesn't matter. So if I pick my year 8, so I pick my year 8 class, I can then go in to automatically sort students. I can remove all my students from the plan, and then I can sort them by SEN need, or I can sort alphabetically, or I can make it random, or I can do boy-girl. So if I pick boy-girl, sort by selected, it will automatically put all of my class into boy-girl. Or I can sort by SEN need, and it'll put all the SEN needs that have got the same SEN need together. There's lots to play with. There's lots more than that, but I'm now out of time. Should you need any help with that, I will send an email around how to get on. Should you need any help with that, come and grab me. Or there's several other members of staff in the school that have started to play that have been using this a lot already.
Can you access it from home?
Yeah. The reason I really like it is I change my SIGs every 3 weeks. And so rather than writing out a new plan and doing a new content sheet, I just drag and drop and then annotate everything. Yeah, and it just prints the PDF document.